Okay, so today is September 2nd, 2019, and it's Monday, it's Labor Day, and I'm here in Abingdon, Virginia. Beautiful Abingdon, Virginia, trying to update my video logs. Keyword is trying and trying to remember what happened, right? So, I get to Weston, where the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is. Okay, you get to Weston, where the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is, on Thursday. I spent the night, and now I'm in the area, but I slept a little late because I got a nice hotel at the Hampton Inn, and slept in a bit late till like 1, which is a bad idea, because when you're on the road, you know, you got like no time. I got 2 rooms in the hotel, but my starter on my RV started having problems. What I didn't mention when I left, when I originally left Moundsville, is that my starter started acting up. My starter started acting up, right? It's like one of those weird, my starter started acting up. It's a pretty weird sentence. So I ended up going, okay, I got to Weston, and I wanted to find an RV, someone who would fix my RV, but it was Friday, and I knew I was pushing my luck. So I called all these repair shops, right? Some of them didn't answer, a lot of them would answer, but they don't want to work on RVs. And the problem with that, to me, is that an RV is the same thing as a regular vehicle. It's a van engine. It's a V8 van engine. It's not a special thing at all. It's just it's a V8. And like, these people treat it like an RV. And I can understand to a certain extent they can't bring an RV into their shop at some of these places. And that's understandable. But when they act like I'm bringing some vehicle that is some foreign object, it's like, no. It's the same thing. If you know how to fix something, you know how to fix something. As long as it's engine-wise. Called all these places. They kept telling me to go to RV places. Called RV places. None of them answered. One of them answered, but was like, you know, the problem is it came to the weekend. I was going into the weekend. There was no way I was gonna get this thing worked on. So basically called around, had like no luck. Nobody would fix it, and they're like, you might need to wait till Monday. And I ended up like testing it out, and it turns out the starter was just really shoddy. Like, and it just like it takes like 10 tries, or you hold it down for an extended period of time and it'll work. I honestly thought the starter was going out of it, but you know, it could be something else. I don't know. And I didn't end up getting a hold of anybody. I thought I'd have to wait till Monday, and it ended up being too late for me to go film at the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum because it was getting dark. So I kind of just hung out in my hotel. I think I went and hung out and took a look at the place. And I kind of just stayed in my hotel that day on Friday. And I didn't get the RV fixed. I really got not much done. You know, it's kind of a bummer. You know, those aren't the good days. But you can't wake up late. I mean, my sleep is always a mess. My sleep is always a mess. And you can't wake up late like all the time when you're on the road because of hotel times. And like, if you got to get things done, and you got to get, like with my problem, my RV generator doesn't work. So I have to make sure I have everything charged. Like, I have to charge all of my devices in hotel rooms or at campgrounds, and I have a battery pack to charge all my other things that need charged. And so I got to charge the battery pack, and I can use my RV battery to do some of that, but I'm worried about depleting that too much, because you do that too much and you're gonna run out of battery. But you charge the charger, so then I can go around charging all my other little things. And that's nice, and has worked pretty well. You know, it sucks not having power though. Like, I wish my generator worked, because You know, you could charge things and have an air conditioner and the heater. And when it gets colder here, the heater thing is going to be a real issue. Because, like, being hot is one thing, and, you know, I like being warm usually. And it's kind of sucky to sleep in the hot, but it's, you know, pretty tolerable. But being too cold is, you know, dangerous and horrible. So that's going to be a problem I'm going to be dealing with. And without the generator, you can't start the furnace. I have propane, but you can't, if you can't start the furnace, you can't burn the propane. So it won't matter. We'll get to that problem when I can. It's going to be expensive to fix the generator. So basically, I had to, you know, you got to make sure you charge your devices when you're in the hotel. And if I want to use my computer because my generator doesn't work, I got to use my computer. Most of the stuff I do is now on my smartphone, luckily. You know, my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. And it's a great phone. It's really pulled through for me on this trip. Like, it's been the thing. Personally, I think it's a big part of what's awesome here. This is a pretty cool, like, church. Yeah, so Friday I didn't do much. So I'm gonna go into, and I went back to my hotel, I swam, and then went to bed. Okay? That's pretty basic stuff. I'm gonna go to Saturday, the day I went to the lunatic asylum. Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, the haunted, extremely haunted. Alright. So, day 8, the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.